Dan,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm good. How are
You're
you?
good. Huh?
Yes, I'm very good.
Okay. So, Dan, you're a dad of three.
Yeah, sure,
So,
sure.
and I've realized that you've got your kids, the two kids, your firstborn and your
Yeah,
secondborn,
sure.
out of school.
Indeed.
And that is a bit crazy. Like,
I
who
know.
does that? So, I would like to get to know the reason why.
My why?
Yeah, why?
Wow. Such an interesting question, Tabitha. And you allow me drive you back some good years ago,
Okay.
where this all started from.
Mm,
I think it's fundamentally important to me to share that out.
exactly.
Now, my mom is still alive,
That's
and
good.
she went through the same system. This is where
Okay.
this whole story began. So my mom went through the same system. So she was told, you know
Yeah.
what, Florence, if you pass through this system, pay attention to us. We're going to give you information. If you cram it, we're going to give you questions. If you answer them so well,
So it was about cram, pass, the questions given to you, and that's the end.
yes, sure.
Okay.
That's what I'm realizing. So she was promised that. So I call them fake promises. So she did pay attention. She crammed the stuff, and at the end of it all, she didn't manage to get the promises. You understand?
Okay.
Now, there comes me as Daniel, the
Yes.
son. Daniel passed through the same system.
Exactly.
So she was promised, if you give us your son, pass through our system, he will be in position to land a very fruitful job
Okay,
and
at
his
the
dreams.
end.
Yes, at the end. But thank God,
Yeah.
I dropped out of school. That was in 2017. I stopped at senior 6.
Are you sure?
Yes, senior 6. That's where.
Where you stopped?
Yeah, from
Like,
Serwanga.
didn't you want to proceed with the education, go to university?
Well, such a good question. I indeed wanted, because remember, I was promised that if you
were still in the
finish,
system.
yes, I was still in the system. So if
Okay.
I finish, I will be in position to get the promised whatever.
The benefits
Yeah,
of
sure.
education, studying. you could-
Definitely,
okay.
definitely. Then, when I dropped out of school, I entered the real world.
Okay.
But now, what I found in the real world, I looked at the information I was fed in the school. I wanted to apply it in the real world, and it wasn't adding up.
It wasn't adding up.
So because it wasn't adding up, I was left with questions that I needed to answer, but I
Exactly.
couldn't. Here comes me now. I'm a parent, dad of
Dad
three.
of three.
So Daniela, my first one is 4 years. Derek, 3 years. Then the
Okay.
following is
Still a baby.
yes, still a baby, just
Toddler,
months.
Yeah.
Now, I took them in the same system because I was also
You're
promised,
also promised
that if I
go
get them
through
in
the
the system, yes,
yeah.
if they go through the system, they will be in position to achieve the
Okay,
fake
yeah.
benefits. Do you
Okay,
understand?
I get. I'm liking the way you're calling the fake benefits.
Yes. So, and what I realized is, I looked at the system.
Yeah.
I was left with more questions that I needed to answer, and answering the questions,
Yeah.
I was like, no, there is something wrong with the system.
I think that is exactly what people out like. Do they call themselves hustlers? Those are the questions they ask themselves.
I believe so. I believe so. So I was left with a lot of questions, and this is what happened. I collected good reasons as to why I should get them out of the school system.
Okay.
And I'm going to share with you just 5 reasons as to why I did so.
So that's when you come back to the reasons
just
why.
yes, that's why
Okay.
I come back to the question. Number 1, the why. The why.
Right.
You allow me, I'm going to refer to this book, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. In that book, the author shares that it's fundamentally important, whatever you are going to do as an individual, to figure out your why first.
Okay. Why
Ask
are you doing
yourself,
this?
why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you in the first place?
Okay.
If you answer that question in a wrong way, you are going to affect yourself and affect the coming generations. Make sense? So I had to answer my why as a parent. What do I want Daniela, Derek to become tomorrow?
that makes
What
sense.
am I nurturing them to become? Because as I speak, I have control over them. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, number 1. Number 2, I had to figure out the why of them. What is their why in the first place?
Yeah.
Why are they existing on this world? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, then I had to figure out what's the why of the school system. Why is the school existing?
Okay.
Now, to go slow, answering each, my why for the kids.
Yes.
I've nurtured these kids since year one, teaching them entrepreneurship skills, teaching them money, teaching them life lessons, teaching them such stuff. You understand?
Yes, I
so
get.
right now, they are nurtured in such a manner. So when you ask them, who do you want to be? I want to be an entrepreneur. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So because they are nurtured in the name of becoming entrepreneurs, and to me, entrepreneurship is not taught in school.
Exactly.
The one that is taught in school, it's
theory.
fake. Yeah, it's
Just
theory.
theory.
Because
Remember, when the economic system of the country changes, these things are going to be history.
Yes, definitely. So somebody might be asking us, might be questioning, what's entrepreneurship then? Entrepreneurship is taught in school. See, let's go to the definition of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is problem solving.
Yeah.
Briefly, it's problem solving. So
Problem
you have to be in position to identify a problem, see who holds that problem, and again, what solution can you create to solve that problem?
Exactly.
So that's not taught in schools.
school.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So because Daniel, I do not hold a weak mind, I was smart enough to realize that no, that's not the right place for my kids to be.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Second, their why. Simon Sinek in the book shares that the why it's not about money. In schools, we are promised that once you are done, you will be in position to make money.
Exactly, like you will get a bigger job,
Great,
then you
great.
get money. So they don't tell us that we can get money during the process. They tell us that we are going to get money at the end.
Great, at the end.
Bye. When I look into it, it's not true.
It's not true.
It's not
So now I had to figure out their why, because the why, it's not about money, because money is just a reward. It's just a reward for the result.
Exactly,
You understand?
yeah.
So the why is purpose. So in the first place, why is Daniela, why is Derek, why is Dylan existing?
Yes.
Are they existing to be programmed from a certain institution that you
system?
become this? I said no, that's not the thing.
You're
You understand?
right.
So answering their why, because today when you question Derek, what do you want to become? He will say, I want to become Vosi Tembekwayo. What does Vosi Tembekwayo do? Does business. What's business? Business is selling, buying products. You understand?
Yeah.
And the reason as to why, I don't know how, but I think because he is growing, seeing me being mentored and nurtured by Vosi Tembekwayo. So his mind is telling him that you can't be this guy.
Exactly.
And my responsibility is to make sure that I help this guy become
his mentor.
Great.
Yes.
Do you understand? So when you question Daniela, who do you want to become? She will say, entrepreneur, speaker. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What's entrepreneurship? It's problem solving. That's not taught in school. Do you understand?
No, exactly.
So I was like, I cannot be a person to betray my kids, stopping them to become who they think they can as well become, and that is not in school.
Exactly.
Third, what's the why of the school system? I think not everybody is in position to identify, acknowledge the why of the school system.
Exactly.
So the school system is a program. Is a program that is designed to discipline you to become who those that designed the school system want you to become. Isn't that concerning, Tabitha, that when you sit down and you remember how you were in school, your first days going to school, you had your own dream, you had your own passion, your talent. You're like, I want to be this.
When they asked us when we were still young, we wanted different things. But when we passed through the system, we found ourselves doing things we didn't even think that we would become.
Great. Because now the system is like, no, shut up that nonsense. They tell us that it's nonsense. Shut up. You pass through history, chemistry, physics, biology, blah, blah, SST, all that stuff. If you are good at this, you'll land on a promised fake stuff, benefits, you understand?
But remember, someone who is doing, you find the kid with do it like good in chemistry, good in everything actually. But when they reach HSC or the so-called high school, you're going to find them having some combinations. And that combination is already designed and it's already there.
Great.
So being there, it means you have no choice. You either choose out of the ones they have given you or
Yeah, sure.
You live it.
Sure. So the system designs for you what to take.
Exactly.
It doesn't give you that that will of choosing what you want to do. So when I looked at how this program is, I was like, no, my mind is not that weak to follow this program, to let my kids follow this program.
Exactly.
So when I look at the why, when I answered the why, I couldn't leave them in school. That is reason number one. Second, the school system offers information and not transformation. You see, isn't that concerning to you that guys that have passed through the system, when they graduate and they meet the real world, their information cannot be put to practice in the real world?
Exactly.
So they have been fed what to do, not to think and come up with new stuff.
So it's like they've fed them with history.
Great.
It's history whereby they have to study, they pass, and then, should I say, they forget?
Sure.
Then coming to the real world,
it's different.
It's not applicable.
It's not applicable.
Yeah.
Great. Because, see, for example, doctors will excuse me, but I'm going to use them as an example. Isn't that concerning to you that a system is manufacturing doctors, but once they meet the real world, the only thing they can do is to diagnose and prescribe. That's it. They cannot invent their own solutions.
There, you're right.
Do you understand? A system that is not manufacturing thinkers, that is not manufacturing inventors, innovators, there is a question mark.
Exactly.
There is a question mark.
Yeah.
So same applies to lawyers, same applies to entrepreneurs, same applies in every field.
Everything.
Do you understand?
Is history.
So that thing pained me, and I sat down and was like, what sweet name can we give to the education system without showing that we are angry? I realized outdated.
Okay.
I realized rigid. It's rigid. It's limited. It's theoretical, conventional. Do you understand?
Old-fashioned.
It's scam. Honestly speaking. So when I looked at that, and my kids are nurtured to be entrepreneurs, to be problem solvers, to be thinkers, to be innovators, I realized that no, a school, it's not a place for them to reside.
Exactly.
So that's the second reason. The third, miseducation. So the school system is actually miseducating us in a disguise of we are preparing you for the future, we are giving you information, we are making you educated. Do you understand?
We are preparing you for jobs in the future.
Great. See, stay with me. We actually have three types of people that are living amongst us. Number one, we have the courts, educated guys,
the so-called elite.
Yes, great. Second, we have the uneducated guys. In other words, they are illiterate. Third, we have the miseducated guys.
Okay.
Please, when you are awakened and you think critically, you realize that in the world, we actually do not have the educated. These educated guys are actually the miseducated guys.
Okay.
So we're having three kinds of people that are living amongst us. And in the real world, you realize that you'd rather be an educated guy who is the illiterate than the miseducated guys. And I tell you why.
Why?
The miseducated, the uneducated guy, the illiterate, still has a room to learn something, still has a room to think, still has a room to question. Okay. Why is it like that? I think it shouldn't be like that. Still has a room to internalize a thing.
So meaning the uneducated people,
great.
should I say, they give their brains room to think beyond, outside the box.
Yes, that room is still available because they are not brain cuffed.
Okay.
No one is controlling their mind.
They are curious people.
Great. That room is there. See, then the miseducated guys who are actually calling themselves the educated guys, these guys, they are brain cuffed. They are controlled because a school system is a program, and it is nurturing people to be it is disciplining people to become the way those that craft the school system want them to be.
Yeah.
So these guys do not have the room to think. That's why someone will listen to me and it's like, who does he think he is?
You're talking as who?
How many degrees do you have? Do you understand?
Do you have a PhD?
So they cannot think beyond what they were given.
They only think about actually in the box. They're in the box,
Great.
thinking what they were given is what has to be taken forward.
Great. So they cannot think. They cannot learn something new because they are attached to the information they were given. They only think that's the only information. That's the only way. So they do not have that room to learn something new. Third, they cannot question. Why is it like this in the first place? Why is it like this? Can't question.
The reason I think the reason why they can't question is because, for example, let me give a simple, I don't know if it will come out a simple example.
Please do.
That in mathematics, there are formulas. Or let me say in physics or chemistry, there are formulas. That if, because I remember in class for us, we had that boy, let me say those students who used to question beyond the formulas given to them. So someone be like, teacher, if you're saying this is the formula, but when I was alone and I was doing my work, I did like this, and still the answer came out right. So the teacher could say, no.
Yes.
Your answer is right, but the formula is wrong. And the boy still says, but how comes that I got the same answer like the one you got? How is my formula wrong from the one you're giving us, and yet it's giving us the same answer?
I think, do you know why? It's because the teacher himself or herself is also in the system. Is also under the system, is also caught up in the system. So he or she is also programmed that this is the only way to figure out a thing.
So I was giving that example. I was bringing out, I was supplementing to the miseducation stuff. But
I love that.
For them, the reason that's why they can't question is because when you question, still you're going to be brought back to the system. The system is going to tell you, no, you are wrong.
Yes.
So you have to do this and this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great. And when we try to speak data when it comes to the miseducation stuff, when you look at the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, I think, 2025, it shows that 76% of Ugandans are educated. But these guys are actually miseducated. Because why am I saying so? When you get in the real world, what is their contribution to the development of the country or Africa at large?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Contribution, because when they come back to the real world, let me say you start from zero. You start from zero. You have to learn the real world again. But remember, you spoiled some good years learning what you can't even apply in real life.
Yes, their information is not correlating with the situation in the real world. Africa, data for Africa. Africa shows that 67.4% we are educated. Then 32.6 miseducated. But guess what? See how this number is overweighing the one that are illiterate
or the uneducated ones.
Yes. And these ones that is how affected they are. They cannot think beyond what they were given. They do not have that room to question. They are only stuck on this information and
given to them.
Because their brain is under control. They've passed through a program.
They just have to do what the other person wants them to do, or the other people want them to do.
Sure. So when I looked at that and I looked at the system. When I looked at the system, how it is performing, how it is making us feel comfortable and with the information, thinking that we are educated, but in actual sense, we are miseducated. Do you understand?
I get.
The fourth reason as to why I took my kids out of school is the school system is slow. Slow. And here is why. See, Tabitha, generations keep on changing. The coming generations have something in common. Like they're gonna be way better than
better
us
than,
when it comes to
yeah.
intelligence.
I agree.
So, for example, my dad's intelligence
He's not
is
intelligent
stopping at a certain level.
Level.
Let's say it is 40%.
Yeah.
My intelligence is, let's say, beyond my dad's.
Your dad.
So let's say
And
50%.
I'm sure your kids' intelligence is going to be beyond yours.
Great. And my kids right now, they are beyond
You.
or by the time they are
by the time they
my
will be
age,
your
yes,
age,
they will be beyond
you.
my intelligence. How do you measure intelligence, and what's intelligence in the first place? See, you measure intelligence. Intelligence is how one grasps new data
Yeah.
and put it to use, get the results without being stuck in the past.
Okay.
And the world is changing every single day. The world is changing.
Yeah.
And because the world is changing, those that are coming or those that are living in should also change, should run at the rate the world is. Yes, changing.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay.
I've gotten the opportunity to utilize social media for monetary gains. And I do believe that somebody who is not utilizing social media, internet, to like, he cannot see, that person cannot see how fast the world is moving. Because now with just a phone, you can know what is happening in China, what's happening in UK, what's happening in Nigeria, what's happening in India,
everywhere.
what's making them special. You understand? You maybe copy or try something new. You understand?
Yeah.
But somebody who doesn't have a phone cannot know all that. So when you look at how even the teachers that are teaching our kids, somebody is not knowing what AI is. The only thing maybe he knows is AI is maybe machine, and stops there. But this is a thing that is right now aiming to run the entire world. Do you understand? So we are still stuck in the past. So the system is teaching kids to solve long time problems, not today's
problems. Exactly, because it's whatever they're being taught is history.
Sure. So when I looked at that, I was like, no, this is not a system my kids should be part of. Last reason, number 5, the system doesn't foster creativity, doesn't foster curiosity. You understand? Remember the miseducated guy we talked about?
Yeah, I remember.
That is thinking educated.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't think. He's not creative. He's not curious because doesn't question.
Just do what he's told to do.
Great.
Do this. Yes, for that.
Great. So because my kids have been nurtured since year 1 as entrepreneurs in that lane. So entrepreneurship, you need to be innovative. You need to be curious. You need to be thinking. You understand? And the school doesn't foster that. See, I want you to remember the days you went to school, that young age.
I remember.
You had your own dreams you wanted to achieve.
Exactly.
And you're like, Mommy, I want to be this, Daddy, I want to be this. See, when you landed at school, they were like, shut up. Please. This is the only way. You have to be good at chemistry, be good at SST, be good at science, be good at blah, blah, be good at da, 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 da. If you are good at this, you are going to prove us when we give you a series of questions. If you answer them right, please. You see, 20 years later, you land on a very good job.
You become a doctor.
You understand? So you dropped what you wanted, what you were good at. So right now, my kids are in lane of becoming entrepreneurs, business owners, investors. You understand? I cannot betray them by handing them over to someone, to a system that is going to make them shut up.
Them.
Do you understand? Because like Derek, what do you want to be? Hey, why? That's business. You understand? So no teacher will be in position to help Derek move that lane and achieve what he has at the back of his mind.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So because the school system doesn't foster creativity, doesn't foster curiosity, I said no, let me make them out of the system. So there are other reasons as why I did so, but for now, let me share the 5.
Yeah, I'm sure other questions are going to be coming, and you'll be questioned. More questions will be coming. So I'm saying your reasons for you to take your children out of school. They are really good reasons.
Thank you.
But after taking the children out of school,
great.
What is your next step?
Wow, such a fundamental question. Thank you so much. Briefly, going straight to the answer is, I built my own school for my kids.
That's awesome.
To make sure the point marinates very well for the listener. Tabitha, if you are having a problem, you're having pain, and you are not comfortable because of the pain.
Yeah.
So in other words, you are wanting a solution for the pain. What will you do? When you move to the marketplace to find that solution, and probably you find the solution there, but it is not freeing you from the pain. You realize it is not doing what you want to receive. Do you understand? Or in actual sense, the solution you are looking for is not present in the marketplace.
In the market.
Same applied to me. When I wanted a different test of education for my kids. Do you understand? So when I moved out in the marketplace and I searched, I didn't find it there. So my only solution was to build the solution for my own. And that's how Wealth Within School is born. To teach them entrepreneurship, teach them financial literacy, and of course life lessons. So nurturing them to become who they want to be. Their purpose here. Do you understand?
I get you.
Second, to continue helping someone who is listening or watching, when you look at the successful businesses in Uganda, look at the successful products in the country, or Africa generally, or the world generally, you will realize that those solutions, in the first place, they were solutions for the entrepreneurs or founders that invented them.
Exactly.
So they had their own pain and they wanted the solutions. But the solutions were not in the marketplace. So they decided to build one. Do you understand?
For themselves.
So, great. And later on, they said, maybe, because I've managed to help myself, let me leave the product in the marketplace so that other people are in position to benefit.
Now I'm getting your point. Your point is that you have started with your own kids.
Definitely.
You're trying to mean that your children are going to be, should I say, the bridge or the solution?
Yeah, definitely.
Since you have got your own to use.
Yeah, sure.
For a start. So that's why I'm saying they're going to be the solution, that you have got your own children, so that you show other parents your idea.
Great.
Through them.
Definitely.
Okay. So do you think parents will buy your idea?
See, I think in the first place, it's not about me. It's about a parent. Because when you look at how I've structured this, the school, Wealth Within School, it's not for other parents for now. It's for my own kids. Do you understand? To be nurtured through entrepreneurship, through financial literacy, and of course life lessons. Do you understand? So if I succeed, and I believe I will succeed on them, then because now it is a solution for my kids, I would be like, if I've succeeded with my kids, see how they are in the world. I think let me open for other parents to send in their kids.
I'm loving I'm loving the energy.
Thank you.
Okay. What advice would you give a parent who want to do what you're trying to do, or what you're trying to start up?
Wow. I think the advice is, if you are having pain with the education system that is happening now, if you are feeling irritated, if you are feeling frustrated, stressed with the school fees they're milking from you, your wallet every single day, and you are sure of the ending, just as it did happen to you, just as it did happen to your parent, understand? I think just be the one to break the chains, just as I did to my kids. And I think just build your own product, just build your own program. School system, it's just a structure, it's just a system. I mean, it's just a program. So you can, if you're not satisfied with it, please build your own program and nurture your own kids with information, lessons that build them to become who they want to be. People of value, people that are competent in the world, in the world. Do you understand? Yeah. So be
like people who are flexible,
great,
who move
definitely
at the same pace with the world.
Sure. That is it.
So that is a very, very great.
Yeah, and someone might be saying like, now how will I do it? I do not have the permission. Let's see. The thing is, Who permits? When you realize, if you are awakened, you realize that no one permits.
Exactly.
You just need to wake up and you say, no, I'm permitting myself to do this. You understand?
Exactly, yeah.
For example, let me use this example.